EA Sports brings you a special...
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, "We got it going, boys. Let's keep it going."
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Easy. Here, 15.
They run with a second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, dribble it. Hey, 57 colors.
Here's Mahomes to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
43. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken from just outside the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're running a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Yellow. 15, 15. 15, 15. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 71 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Tua. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow. Attack, attack. Attack, attack.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He finds McKinnon complete, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's his brother's running back, Jarek McKinnon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The center receiver in motion to the right. Tua now on first down. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Mahomes now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a give to Mostert running right. He picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Attack, attack! Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
That's the 34-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, ripple in.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. Where nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now Mahomes. That's taken in by Watson. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. More the motion man. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45 25-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tua. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill, and it's very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Throwing Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 17-14. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes will throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
Here's Mahomes. Gets this to Moore. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Attack!
Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
inside the 10 at the 8. Here's first and goal.
12 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by 4, 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's caught by Wilson, and he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. They've got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. They'll call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Tagovailoa. Connecting with Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Delay of game, offense.
This is 1st and 10.
21 team. Let's go.
Tua. This ball intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clip from behind, block someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Tua wants to throw it on second down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dumped out a wicked stiff arm.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stand with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. In motion, Hill. 2 now on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Attack, attack! Attack, attack! Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Easy. 0-15. Yellow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, ripple it. Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 57. 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, Tua. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Chosen, 46 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 15. Hey, yellow, go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Come back. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And
now it's blocked. That's a long ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Attack! Yellow.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, 43, 40, 50, yellow.
In motion left, Hardman.
Yellow. Let's get it. Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Easy. Hey, 57. Hero, 15. Yellow. Hey, ripple in. Hey, 57 colors. What's that?
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off one.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Kansas
Mahomes
City
now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
43. Yellow. Yellow. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert. 62 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Again, it's Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Gray. A good pickup there at 22.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
The Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Attack, attack! Attack, attack! Yellow!
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Get to the line!
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
54-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15, yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw it.
Rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's second down.
Yellow. Hey, riblet. Hey, 57 colors.
Here's Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion.
43! 43! Yellow!
Mahomes will throw.
Flushed out right. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Hey, that's it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This is caught by Waddle.
And he's got this down to the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 12.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 15. 33 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Yellow.
Mahomes.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete.
He's still on his feet.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put a
EA Sports brings you a special...
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now Jones going to change it up here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
In motion left goes a tight end. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
In motion, Slayton. 2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Rita. Ladybug. Great. Up, go.
Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now with 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, it would be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They hand it off to Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll just get rid of it.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Timberland. Bama.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That punt returned 69 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And New York set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Hey, let's punch it in. Let's punch it in, all right?
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He can't get him down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Come right, Pacino. Troy Johnson, Detroit. Other side, other side.
Jones now operating from the gun. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad. Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. This is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get this up to about the 44. This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, 3, kick. 21G. Let's go.
Now Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Come on, 2.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive.
So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Timberland, 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 Timberland. Bama, Bama, Bama. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. Up, go.
On third down, a run from Breida. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Come right, Pacino. Come right, Pacino.
In motion, Slayton.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
32 stinger.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Hill. Complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Okay, here we go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad. Detroit.
Jones on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Inaudible here to get a new look.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Jones wants to change it up. They'll go to Barkley again. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
At the 45-yard line.
Detroit.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. In motion, Slayton. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Why shift the crew?
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd down and 6 now. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Matt Breida scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Giants 17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
21G. Ready.
Here's Tua. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's now 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Goal, north salad.
Now a give to Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In motion, Slayton. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Clock.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Lock in the cadence. Lock in the cadence. Ladybug.
They'll run with Barkley, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Jones. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And this one incomplete. So they went
it for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 88 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
Go ahead.
Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught by Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Kroft from a yard out. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Dom.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Triple right, Pacino. Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson.
Now Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
South Salad, South Salad, South. Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. Up, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Rita.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ladybug. Great.
Back to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Timberland. Bama.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants!
Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, that last touchdown did nothing to affect the score here and who was going to win the game. But I know all of our fantasy friends were eagerly watching, and some people are dancing around happy right now.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
Timberland. Cockroach. Let's go. Up, go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.